You have 17 unfinished projects, 3 career pivots in 5 years, a bookshelf that looks like a graveyard of interests, and every LinkedIn guru is screaming the same thing. Pick one thing. Niche down or die. Jack of all trades, master of none. So you do what they say. You pick something, you commit. And within 6 months, your nervous system is screaming. Because the thing they don't tell you, that advice was designed for a world that doesn't exist anymore. Here's what I mean. Psychologist Robin Hogarth identified 2 types of environments: kind environments and wicked environments. Kind environments have stable rules: golf, chess, classical music. You practice the same move 10,000 times, you master it. Wicked environments? Rules change mid-game. The feedback is delayed or misleading. What worked yesterday gets you fired today. Welcome to 2026. AI just ate half the jobs. Your industry got disrupted by a 19-year-old with a laptop, and you're still trying to be an I-shaped specialist. Here's what happens in your head. I'm scattered. I can't commit. I'm a dilettante. That word, dilettante, it sits in your chest like a stone. Because you've been told that depth beats breadth, that specialists win. Except they gave you half the quote. The full saying goes, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. Read that again. Oftentimes better. Not sometimes, oftentimes. Because here's what the research actually shows. Your brain isn't broken. Your nervous system isn't defective. You have what David Epstein calls range. And in wicked environments, where adaptability is the ultimate survival skill, range destroys specialization. Your scattered interests aren't a bug, they're a feature. Every time you dove into something new, your brain built a new neural pathway. Every failed hobby left you with a cognitive tool. You're not lost, you're building an arsenal. The I-shaped specialist digs one deep well. Impressive. Until the ground shifts. Then they're stuck in a hole. You've been building something else entirely. If this is already shifting something in you, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It tells me you're seeing yourself differently. And subscribe because what I'm about to show you next changes everything. You've been building what I call the M-shaped mind. Multiple pillars of depth, connected by curiosity. And it's about to make you irreplaceable. Far transfer and serial mastery. Here's the architecture. Most people think it's T-shaped. One deep specialty, broad general knowledge. That's cute. That's also obsolete. The M-shaped mind has multiple pillars of depth. Each one went deep enough to hit bedrock. But here's the magic. When you master something in one domain, your brain doesn't just store beekeeping facts. It stores structural patterns, how systems organize, how efficiency emerges, how hierarchies form. This is called far transfer. The musician understands rhythm, applies it to data visualization. The chef understands heat dynamics, applies it to metallurgy. The dancer understands spatial awareness, applies it to UI, UX. You're not distracted, you're cross-pollinating. Every major innovation in history came from far transfer. Einstein didn't just do physics. He played violin, used musical harmony to think about space-time. Steve Jobs didn't just code. He studied calligraphy, used it to design the Mac interface. The specialists built the components. The range thinkers connected the dots. But here's where people screw it up. They try to do everything at once. That's not range. That's chaos. Enter serial mastery. You don't build the pillars simultaneously. You build them in seasons. Spring, go deep on writing. Summer, go deep on coding. Fall, go deep on investing. Winter, let it all integrate. Each season you construct one pillar to the foundation, then you move to the next. But here's the non-negotiable. Deep creativity requires absence of interruption. You can't build a pillar in stolen minutes. You need what psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi called flow states. You need a laboratory of the self, a protected space. No notifications, no meetings, no guilt. Because here's the truth about depth. Depth isn't measured in hours. It's measured in uninterrupted cognitive load. 3 hours of deep focus beats 30 hours of distracted work. You're not lazy. You've been interrupting your own mastery. Now, if you're realizing you've been sabotaging your own genius this whole time, that like button is right there. And if you haven't subscribed yet, this is your moment. Because what comes next? This is the part that makes you AI-proof. So now you have the architecture. Multiple pillars, deep foundations, far transfer potential. But here's the question everyone's asking in 2026. Isn't AI going to replace all of this? No. And here's why you're about to become AI-proof. Let me tell you about elephants. Elephants have 20 copies of the TP53 gene. Humans have 1. That gene suppresses cancer, which is why elephants, despite being massive and living 70 years, rarely get cancer. It's called redundancy. Multiple backups for the same function. Your M-shaped mind works the same way. You're not just a marketer. You're a marketer who codes, who understands psychology, who studied negotiation, who learned video editing. When one industry collapses, you have 19 other ways to create value. That graveyard of hobbies you were ashamed of, that's not failure. That's strategic adaptability. Each abandoned skill is a dormant capability. You're not scattered. You're hedged. Here's what AI is good at: repeating patterns, optimizing known solutions, executing within defined parameters. You know what that describes? Specialists. You know what AI struggles with? Novel problem spaces, problems that require you to pull from beekeeping and coding and philosophy. The weirder your combination, the harder you are to replace. You're not competing with AI. You're competing with people who only do one thing AI can learn. Here's the pattern through history. The people who changed the world, they didn't follow the script. They didn't stay in their lane. Benjamin Franklin, printer, scientist, diplomat, inventor. Ben Venanci, artist, engineer, anatomist, philosopher. They weren't specialists. They were pattern disruptors. Nassim Taleb has a term for this: antifragile. Not resilient. That just means you survive the hit. Antifragile means you get stronger from chaos. Your scattered past, that's your training montage. Every pivot, every failure, every restart, you were building immunity to instability. So let's get clear. You are not broken. You are not distracted. You are not a failure. You are a high autonomy thinker in a world designed for obedient specialists. Your nervous system rejected the script because the script was obsolete. You've been building cognitive sovereignty the whole time. If this landed, if you felt seen for the first time in years, you're not alone. There's a whole tribe of people who think like this, who build like this, who refuse to fit in the box. Hit that subscribe button right now, because we're just getting started. And smash that like button if you're ready to stop apologizing for who you are. Drop a comment. M-shaped. Let's build the future the specialists can't see coming. The world told you to pick one path. You built a map. Welcome home.